Hi there, this is V Angel, and welcome to my monthly Tarotscope for Gemini. This is for the month of February. Now, I've already pre-shuffled the decks. I'll be using this time Feng Shui tarot cards, and let's see. And I'll also be pulling 3 oracle cards later on for your relationship. Okay. Anyway, this month I feel like for the first week of this month, February, you'll be going through some sort of a transition. It's like you're already in a committed relationship, but there is still someone out there that you wanted to try, that you're still thinking of. I wonder how does she look like, or taste like, or be with. It's like you're still looking outside your fence, and even though you're already with someone, it's like you're not contented anymore. Now, you'll also find the strength to find some changes or to will out some changes into your life, and you'll also be going through a transition. Especially if you're already in the age of 40s above, you will be going through some midlife crisis as well. Now, in the middle of February, I feel like you will be thinking of someone that I feel like it's more likely that you have really put your efforts and your emotions in one basket, and you're still thinking about that person, even though this person is no longer with you, or that is actually apart from you. It could also be that someone that you're with will be far across you, and that you will be missing out that person. Okay? You will also be very generous or lend some money to someone who's an earth sign. This person has money, so even if this person takes a loan from you, this person can actually pay you back, so don't worry about it. This is also a very good friend of yours, and this is also someone that you can trust, so don't worry about it. So I feel like the two of you are very close, and if this person asks help from you, this person will be generously and gladly pay you back, be it in kind, morally, or financially. This person is also very supportive. Now, as for your relationship, I feel like you're going through a divorce here. For some of you, and for most of you who is actually going through a divorce, there will be some talks about finances and some agreements. This will happen around end of February. So you will actually be discussing and sit down with someone, which is, I feel like this is the one that you've been thinking about, the one that is no longer with you. Because the Red Phoenix 2 and the Lovers came out right next, well, right down next to each other. And there will be some talks about finances. So I feel like you will be discussing about what should be done, what should be paid, how much should be given, and who's gonna do what. So I feel like in overall middle and half of this month, you will go through some financial you go through some financial sleeve, and you'll also be generous to someone. I don't really see you struggling, although I feel like there's still something that you feel like is missing into your love life or into your relationship. I also don't feel like that you will be struggling financially, because I feel like you're very well established at this moment, or this year, especially this year, that you'll be living with a very laid back life, but at the same time you don't really have to worry about money. Well, for most of you, especially those who is actually born under the fire element of their Chinese zodiac signs. Now, with the changes that you wanted to occur in your life, you have to make sure that you know the consequences of it, that you know what will be the bottom line of it. Because don't just will some changes and then later on, oh, okay, this is not what I want, damn, I want to go back to that. No, you cannot go back to where you used to be, or to how you used to be. So be careful with your decisions, because I feel like you will also be hasty. Just because that you can and that you can afford it, whether emotionally, mentally, physically, or financially, you have to think 10 times before making a rigid decision. Now, as for the divorce, you once think that this relationship wouldn't be over, but now it has really come to that point where both of you needs to go through a certain stage or path, that something that isn't working needs to end. Okay, both of you needs to be resurrected, and both of you needs to think of what has really gone wrong in your relationship. However, I feel like the two of you will remain friends, and the two of you will still remain in contact, although the woman will be more bitter with you because of how your life is doing right now, and she still feels a lot of love from you, or a lot of love for you. And she really cares about you, although this woman doesn't know how to act on her own emotions, that instead of expressing it, she tends to act so bitchy. So yeah, so this is for the last month of February. Now let's pull out some of your relationship oracle cards to see what is in store for your relationship this month, especially for those who's already in a relationship. Love. Good for you. Gift. Support. Looks like you'll be meeting someone new right now, whether you're single or taken. And remember in the reading, first week of the month, you're actually looking, even though you're already committed, you're still thinking of looking outside your fence, that you're actually still interested with someone even though you're already with someone. Now, love is coming your way. It's something that is meant to be there, and I feel like you will be gaining support from your family and friends. Otherwise, if you're already with someone and you feel like you're working through your relationship right now, expect that this relationship that you're already working on will make it through and will work out. And still, the bottom line will be you'll be gaining the support of your family and friends. I feel like this relationship that is about to come to your life, or that you're already in right now, is something that is meant to be. Something that is actually best owed to you. And you won't have any problems going against the odds. Now, if you are actually already in a relationship and in love with someone, because you are no longer happy with the person that you are with, expect that this would also work out. Although you have to be careful with the consequences of this, okay? Because I feel like some of the people around you will be very supportive. However, there is still an unforeseen consequences for this. Okay, so anyway, this is for the month of February, and this is more like a general reading. If you want to have an in-depth and personalized readings, you can go through my website at sophiaangel.net, and you may contact me there directly. Okay, till next month.